What's going down, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Holmes Hobbies Motor Control. Today we're going to talk about this bad boy. Alright, so in all reality, I've had a lot of people ask me really quickly since I put up that last Holmes Hobbies video about the Jeep that I built and what I did to get the hard body on there, what I'm running in it, is it fast, does it crawl, it's like water, is it water, like everyone wants to know stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw it on the bench today and we're gonna go over everything. I was gonna do the winch controller stuff today, but I'm still not 100% ready for that, and honestly I'm waiting on a receiver to show up. So once I get that receiver, I'll be good to go. So today we're going to talk about my Axial SMT10, which is 100% Holmes Hobbies powered. So let's get into it. So here it is, you guys. This is my Axial SMT10 mud truck. It is 100% Holmes Hobbies powered. It is it's a beast, man. This thing is super fun. I should say mud Jeep, mega mud Jeep, technically speaking, is what I went for here. It is broken a little bit, not mechanically, but I broke the back window out of it. It's in there somewhere floating around. So matter of fact, let's get that out of there. Come on. If I can get it out of there. Alright. So there is the rear window, which I've already broken once. What I did before you guys saw this is I actually, because I don't like this spare tire mount on there, so what I did is I mounted one of those Home Depot toolboxes to the back of it, just for S&G, and I wound up wheeling it, and it hooked the toolbox and lifted it and shoved it right through the back window and just destroyed it. So I glued it all back together and put it in there and glued it back on, and then I wound up breaking it again while shooting that last video. So that's what it's supposed to be like right there. Anyways, I'm gonna have to figure something out about the back of that. It is full interior. The guy is missing his legs. He's just the only guy I had laying around, and his legs got cut off a long time ago. But it is full interior, complete. This is the JK body from ATTIBUTION, and then this is a Axial SMT10 truck here. AR60 axles, everything that you would get in an SMT10 RTR box. I am running a BLS, switch sideways, BLS SHV 500. For those of you that are not familiar with this servo, I've done many videos on them. There is two versions of them out now, and the V2 is the way to go. However, this is a V1, and it has not given me any issues. So pretty stoked, man. This thing's a beast, just to say the least. It's a monster. What I did have issues with, though, is my this thing. I busted this all up, as you can see. This servo saver is broken, so I need to put a new one on there. I might just put a horn on, I don't know. I put the servo saver back on there because I knew I'd be jumping it and I didn't want to shock the servo and break it, which doesn't matter how good of a servo you have, you can always break it if you shock it too hard. So, and jumping's a quick way to do that. Factory in the back, everything functions nicely. It's got a ton of travel. Really cool. I got it a little bit stiffer up in the front. Just because I like it when I floor it. I like how it sags a little bit in the back like that and wants to pull the front wheels up. When I brake, I don't want it to completely go over the top, so it does dip down a little bit when I brake. Not too much though. And it's just a cool truck, man. It really is. Now, as far as the motor in the ESC, I don't know if you can see the ESC from here. There you go. So the ESC is a Trailmaster Sport. Let's see if I can get it in the light here. There we go. Kind of see it in there. It's the Trailmaster Sport. It's the BLE Pro. Trailmaster Sport. That's the motor. It's the Trailmaster BLE Pro. It's like my favorite ESC. You guys all know that. I use it for so many trucks. I'm running it currently on 3S. And then the motor is this bad boy. It's the Trailmaster BL540 Sport. It's 3300 kV. It's a dang good motor, but here's the thing. For those of you that watched the video, you saw this thing pulling the wheels. You saw it doing wheelies. You saw it, you know, yanking itself out of that water like nothing. Plenty power. And like I said, I'm only running that on 3S. This is a 3300 kV Trailmaster Sport motor. But here's the situation. I don't know who noticed that and who didn't. But look. I am not running the sensor wire in here. Right? And so it's got a little cogging in the beginning, and some of you might have noticed it in the video, some cogging down low. Well, that's because I don't have that sensor wire hooked up on this. Now, something else I want to point out, which is extremely impressive to me, is the fact that that motor is only a 2-pole motor, if I'm correct. Now, I'll confirm this, you know, in the description. I'll have to confirm it. If it's not, I'll put it up on the screen that I'm an idiot. But I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, when I put this in, I read that it is a 2-pole motor, not a 4-pole, which, holy cow, for only a 2-pole motor, this thing yanks, man. It seriously yanks. It did not overheat. I ran a full pack through it, smashing through the water. The waterproofing held up just fine. You guys saw how much water, I mean, in case you didn't, let's cut back to a clip real quick. You see what I'm saying? It's definitely waterproof. So this is my Mega Jeep, you guys. As far as what I had to do to get this body on here, well, the first thing I did was I chopped the cage. And for those of you that are curious how I did it, you can see there, I chopped it right above the shock towers there. And then in the back, or in the front here, I literally ran it most of the way. Let's see if I can get it on this side here. There we go. You can see right behind the shock tower, I cut it, and then it goes down here. I left the original mounts and stuff all in there for the electronics. And yeah, the battery plate, everything is still there. It literally just sets right down on top of it. I mean, you can see where I chopped it there. So I didn't have to chop a lot out. I did have some people asking me about that. How much did I cut out of this? Hopefully seeing it like this right here will help. Then in the front, what I did is pretty simple. I ran 3 screws through this front piece right into the screw holes there. Nothing too crazy. You can kind of see they go in there. One of them is actually not into anything. It's more or less just to keep it centered, because that little slit right there. So I got 2 screws ran into those, and then I ran 1 through the center, which keeps it from going side to side like that. So that's why I did, or that's how I did the front. And then the back, I did it really easy because it's just a bash. I'm not overly concerned with it. Oh, but you can't see there. There you go. It's just a couple of really long Team K&K hardware screws and some washers, and that's it. That's all it is, man. It's, I mean, super simple. I wanted it easy to pop off. No concern, no big issues. I can literally just turn the washers sideways and slip them through there and pull this body right off, basically. Take 2 screws out and that's it. Whole body comes off. Super easy. And yeah, that's how I did it. And it's probably not my best body mounting job in the world, but I had an idea and so I ran with it, and you guys saw how the video turned out. This thing is an animal. Oh, and I trimmed the front bumper up right here so that I would not have any rubbing from these tires, because I do not have a front sway bar, so that front end still flexes out quite a bit on me. Especially when I'm flooring it, it'll wheelie up like this, and it'll want to shove that tire up in that fender and in the bumper. So anyways, you guys, that is it. I just want to show you my Holmes Hobbies powered SMT10. This is, for those of you that have kind of put it together, yes, this is the same one that I had the Hummer body on. I also swapped the wheels and tires out, for those of you that are wondering. These are some old, I don't know what they are, maybe Red Cat wheels or something like that. And then I put axial beadlock rings on them, front and rear. Got some RC 4-wheel drive tractor tires, put those on there. These are the 2.2s, and I think it looks cool, man. I think it looks pretty close to what the real ones would look like. I mean, there's no details. I don't have any lights hooked up, nothing like that. But, you know, as far as proportions go and stance, I think it definitely reminds me of what I'd see on my buddy Cole's Madaram 11 YouTube channel. So, anyways, that being said, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Holmes Hobbies Motor Control. Next week, we'll get back into the gritty stuff. We'll start working on that winch layout some more. Hopefully, I'll have my receiver here by then. And yeah, man, you know what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're new here. We do videos all the time. Lots of different stuff, lots of content on here. It's more of a lifestyle channel than anything else. All based around RC mainly, and we're also going to be getting into my real cars. Holmes Hobbies Motor Control is an ongoing series. We try to get it out every Monday. Doesn't always work. Sometimes it winds up later in the week, but we will have an episode for you every single week. Be sure to check out the actual official Holmes Hobbies Motor Control channel. Not Motor Control channel. The official Holmes Hobbies channel. Right? Go. Link is in the description. Also go to their website. That link is in the description as well. Check out the motors, the brushless servos, the brushless ESCs, the brushed ESCs. I mean, they got everything you can think of when it comes to powering an RC car properly. So, you guys know what it is. I love you all. Have a great day, and let's make it a good week. Peace of chick grease, fam. Yay!